Okay guys, now one part of the gimbal is already done. The extension is done, and let me show you how it looks. There's a man a little bit in here. So this is how it looks. Let's hope the camera focus. Okay. I just put the extension in it and some heat shrinking tube. Now, here's what I'm talking about: crossing cables, crossing wires. This is the orange one and this is the brown one. The orange is soldered to the white one that goes directly to the brown one. So actually the orange goes to the brown and the brown goes to the orange on the main board. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, crossing cables. And here's what we're going to do. This is the first extension. Now you can put some tape on this or heat shrinking tube or whatever you want to. I actually like to let them loose like this and just twist them a little bit, because that way it's better for you to, they are flexible enough to go and route them on the case of the radio itself. Now let me show you what I'm talking about, crossing cables, what this means. And this is the original lead that it's still not crossed. Now what we're going to do is cut both, and in this case cut the brown one. There you go, cut it, and then go ahead and cut the orange one like that. And now what you're going to do is to switch them like this. So brown goes to orange and vice versa. Okay? So switch them around like that. Okay, I hope that's clear. And that's what I was talking about. Switching, this is it. Switch both top end cables, the wires. Brown and orange on this case. The other one will be the black and white. So this is signal and ground cables, okay? Wires, I'm sorry. Alright fellas, here's the other procedure that we talked about earlier, I believe. That is to make this connector not grind on the other connectors on the board. Because of the mechanism, they will grind. I believe I showed that already. So the procedure is to put here a little bit of glue, hot glue, and then go ahead and glue the cables right next to the board, or glue the wires next to the board, just like in this fashion, in order to make it not grind against the other connectors. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put a bit of hot glue in here, like that, and with your fingers, and watch out to not burn yourself. Go ahead and press on the wires. Careful not to put too much hot glue. You can otherwise glue the mechanism, the gimbal mechanism, and that's it. Now this way these wires and this connector here will not grind against the other ones on the radio, on the board. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Now here's another tip for all you guys out there, because sometimes if you strip all the wires, they look like this, a little bit sloppy. So just go ahead and twist them together like that, and apply a little bit of tension. Now pick up some heat source of some kind. I'm using a lighter to do this. You should use a hot air gun, and just apply a little bit of heat to the wires, just like that. Still applying tension. It will not look pretty. They will be kind of torched and looking a little bit, more darker. But as soon as you release it, they will maintain its twist, the twist. So this is a good tip to make your wires not very sloppy. So let's pick up the radio. Now let's put the gimbal in its position like this. Let's, oh sorry, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. So let's put the gimbal in its position. Reroute all of your wires in here. Sometimes you need to fumble a little bit in order for the gimbal to fit in its place. Shouldn't be too hard. I always leave a screw in there for me to fasten it if I need to. Sorry if that was off camera. Here we go. And here's what we talked about with that bead of glue in here. Makes that little white connector not grind against the other boards. Makes the necessary clearance in order for it not to grind against the other ones. Okay? So just go ahead and connect them and you should be good to go. Okay, now let's do the same thing to the other one. In this case, you will not need to extend them, just cut them and cross the wires. So white goes to black, black goes to white, white goes to black, black goes to white. This is just to show you guys that on this case you don't need to extend them, just cross the wires. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay guys, now that soldering is finished, a good thing to do is to get one of these zip ties and just secure all of these wires over here the best way that you can. Just go ahead and insert a zip tie, put your wires on their correct place. Then go ahead and move your gimbal to see if everything is in its place, everything is good, and go ahead and zip tie them. Okay? Alright guys, now that the job is done, hardware wise, there's still one thing that you need to do for this to work on mode 2. That is to reconfigure the software to mode 2. It's quite easy on these radios. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Right now, nope. Right now it still says, alert, the throttle is not idle. And if we go ahead and move the throttle, it should be idle, right? And it still says there. So, and if I touch the aileron down, then the system resets and it's ready to work. Okay? Why is this? Because we didn't change the software yet. Now, let's go ahead and do that. Sorry. So, let's zoom in a little bit more. Let's see if I can show you guys this. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get into the menu. This arrow over here. And we're going to get into radio setup. As you can see there. Okay? And on this page, right here, so you hit the back arrow, and on this page right here you go ahead and press up one time, and so you go to the bottom of the page itself, and there it is. At the bottom you have here mode 1, in this case, now it's on mode 1, and rudder, elevator, throttle, and aileron. So let's change this. And to change this, just use the arrow one time, and change it to mode 2. And this is actually all you need to do. Then press exit. Here we go. Press exit on the setup. And now if you turn the radio off, I'm going to purposely put the throttle on the middle over here. So if you turn the radio off and then turn it on again, throttle is not idle. And let me zoom out a bit more. You can see the stick movements. Throttle is not idle. It still says there. Right there. Let me show you guys. And then you go ahead and move the throttle down. And the radio resets itself to work. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Throttle over here, rudder to its correct side, and same thing with ailerons and elevator. Okay, fellas, now I hope this was helpful. Again, this is my way of doing this. There are other ways to do this. I hope this helps somebody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.